Hey guys, welcome back to the Act Through podcast. I'm back. It's been like a couple months. We're here wearing white shirts to talk about the Backrooms. Unrelated.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're in our white shirts because the back rooms is mostly yellow.
yeah.
And that's
All
the
right.
same.
All right, who wants to start? I don't have a ton to say. Drew, you know what? You start. You've been gone.
Okay, I'll start since I've been gone. Um, Walking into this movie, a lot of expectations. Kane Parsons, otherwise known as Kane Pixels, doing this series for a couple years. Very used to the YouTube format. So I think my number one thing, unfortunately, against the movie is that it didn't really handle movie pacing very well at all. He had a lot of ideas that he wanted to sneak in, but didn't really flesh a lot of them out well.
Yeah.
Loved the cinematography, but that's the same kind of stuff that he gets practice doing with YouTube content. I think he handled the budget increases fairly well from going from YouTube to studio produced movie. It was well acted. Huge. I was a fan of the acting. It's mainly just pacing and not a lot of character resolve, but I still enjoyed it.
Yeah, I agree. From the perspective of just simple, goofy, just the backroom scenes and how trippy they were, obviously that's when the movie is at its peak. And that's some of the best, like, horror movie or just, like, I just love those scenes. I just love the aesthetic of a random room that makes no sense, just going forever. Obviously, that's what makes the back rooms appealing. But and it was well acted, I agree. And the characters seemed developed, and then at the end it just kind of went crazy out of nowhere. And it's the last third maybe where you kind of realize that everything they've been setting up, it was just a bunch of BS that they really didn't know what it was. Like throughout the movie, you're kind of invested. You're like, oh, what does that mean? What are these flashbacks? Is it connected to the back rooms? And then basically just the main character goes crazy for no reason and tries to kill the therapist and then dies himself. Spoilers, but whatever. And so it just kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. But so unfortunately, the last third made it from like, I'm really excited to see what's going on with this to like, what?
Okay.
But then it just went straight into the chase scene, the horror scene, and that was like great. And it was just more fun backroom stuff. It kind of like just gaslights you in the first half, making you think it knows what it's doing plot wise. It's crazy because it's very well made and the scenes are very well acted and the scenes themselves are well written, like each individual scene, but there's no connection and doesn't really make any sense. So I give it like a 6.5, kind of mid, but the highs of it are extremely high. Like specifically the found footage scenes, those are great. The opener, the one where it's the guy, like his employee or whatever, going down there, those scenes are probably my favorite. They're so good. So
Yeah, I think the opening scene is the best scene in the movie. Like I don't think there's a better done scene in the movie. I think the concept of, I don't know, it's kind of hard to get into it because it's like it's not very well explained, which is fine. I do like the concept. I want to know if any of the character designs later in the movie that we kind of see I don't know if you can call those characters, but the extra props in the dinner scene.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want to know if they were inspired by like early AI, because that would be a really cool aspect of that. Because that is literally like what the Backrooms is how he was describing. It's like memories of something, which is why the people all look so different, is because it's just like a faint memory of like kind of what they look like. I really loved the scene where it's her like childhood home, and then it keeps like going down, which is the different copies being made and like the different like the memory like fading over time, and then the only thing that is like eventually remembered about it is that there's an opening which is representing like the door of the house. I thought that was really cool. I think the best scene was the opener, but I do think that was the coolest thing that happened in that movie. The best moment? Like the best moment in terms of explaining without like directly explaining. That was just a really cool visual of how it works. Because like it honestly, that scene was kind of like they kind of put that in a place that didn't make a lot of sense. Like you didn't really understand why it was showing you that, but later he explains like the concept of the Backrooms, and it's like you're not going to understand that scene unless you rewatch it or unless you like think about it after the movie. I thought it was fine though. It's really like it's not well paced. That's a very boring movie. That's like it's okay for movies to be slow, and I guess I don't know if it's quite boring. It's very close to it, if not. It's really slow. That's the biggest complaint with it. People hate Backrooms because it's slow, coming off the back of a very fast paced Obsession, which was amazing, and they shouldn't be compared because they're not the same movie or type of movie. But that's a lot of people's complaint, is that the pacing is too slow. But like, what do you want from this movie if it has to be slowly paced? I just didn't enjoy it as much for that reason. But like, I also can respect whenever a movie is well made, and I think it's the quality of the movie exceeds my enjoyment of it. I gave it a either a 6.5 or a 7. I believe it's a 7. Or no, it's a 6.5.
Well, you gave it 3 stars.
I gave it 3 stars, and I intended it to be a 6. And then when I further thought about like specifically the scene where it shows the different layers of the house being like copied and remembered, like that is what brought it up to a 6.5 for me, because that scene actually like adds to the plot in a way that makes the plot have meaning and makes some of that dialogue have meaning, because there's some dialogue at the end of towards the end of the movie that I don't even remember if it's to the end or not, because I'm watching this movie and I don't know when, like, you don't have a good sense of where you are in the movie, if it's about to abruptly end or if it's like if it's still building up. Because it kind of builds up and then it shows the monster. Rarely ever a good decision. And I think it's an decision there. I don't really think they needed to show like a big monster and have like a whole chase scene and everything.
I loved it. That was my favorite scene. That was so fun.
The chase scene, I
so cool.
I thought for a movie that was so slow the whole time, that was extremely fast, and I don't think it meshed well.
And that's what I was gonna say. To your point, it really felt like, since they had such a low budget, they planned out every single cool backroom scene and then realized that they had only afford an hour left of just small, slow-paced one-room scenes. And so they just tried to make it, and they're good scenes, but they don't make sense. And so in retrospect, you kind of look at it and realize it was a waste of time. And so instead of a slow buildup, it does just feel really boring and like worthless.
Yeah.
But the chase scene, I just love that. Whenever she goes to the big room and it's like a huge pit and there's just this tiny stairway, and then she goes up it, and then she tries to open the door, and then you kind of grab onto the door because but then it falls. That's so scary.
I think the chase sequence was good in the sense of showing you just more of the Backrooms, because the horror of the Backrooms more or less comes from the area itself, not whatever is within it. The Backrooms has always been known to have some kind of entity, and I kind of like that the movie decided to have something different than what the original series had.
Obviously.
Because it could have been very boring. But my thing with the movie, I would give the movie probably a 7.5, because I like a lot of the ideas and the concepts. I just like, I will concede that they aren't well like structured or fleshed out well, but like I appreciate the creativity in the ideas that he had, and like I enjoyed seeing like the scenes of him going insane, because I mean it wasn't well understood, but it was fairly well shown that he had been in there quite some time. So I mean, I think it's an interesting thing to explore. I don't think it was necessarily the best thing for his character, and like having the shot where he opens the fridge and his assistant manager's head is in the fridge. I'm like, okay,
So weird.
why? Like, why?
He lost his mind so fast out of nowhere.
But my thing is, from an audience perspective, yeah, I can you can kind of tell.
We don't know how much time has passed.
I'm not saying he was like really sane or normal, but he went from just an mentally unhealthy person to I'm eating random entities, and it's like that's a weird jump.
It's just that I feel like maybe I'm just coping.
That was stupid.
Too far into it, but I feel like they were trying to show that he had
because they never ate them. Like why didn't he have a scene where it's like you can eat them and then he at least eats them? So even though it's useless, you're
that would have added to it, honestly.
Right? Like it would have made it
just stupid. That line was so dumb. I hated that line.
Like like what was the point of having it if you're not going to show just a weird scene where you go, ew, gross?
Yeah, exactly. It's like kind of what that was setting up for.
Did you just put it on a plate?
I've seen people I heard that the response to that scene is that it's supposed to be like self-aware. I don't.
No
shot. Sure, it might be self-aware. Like it's supposed to be self-aware comedy. I don't care. It doesn't. I don't care as much about the intention of something being self-aware in a serious movie. I'm not a big defender of if it's a serious movie, it's okay to also have a self-aware comedy scene like Weapons, like the end of Weapons. Yeah. Like I don't believe in that. So that movie or that line in this kind of movie, I was like, it just sounds bad. Some of the dialogue made me feel like the acting was bad, but then I thought about it. I'm like, the acting is not bad. It's just some of the dialogue is really awkward.
Yeah, the two leads do just a really good job. They're so good.
Two leads do a really good
also, job. I just couldn't help, like for the first bit, I would just kept thinking about that in credit scene of Doctor Strange that just went absolutely nowhere with Mordo.
Yeah,
and that was a decade ago.
Are you talking about the eye?
No, where he's like, I will kill all the sorcerers.
Oh yeah.
He just never shows up again. Yeah, the eating scene was so weird. Also, he offers it to the girl and he's like, hey, you want some? And that's funny, but her hands are tied.
Yeah, I saw that too. They literally cut to her hands being tied too.
So like what's
I was like, is he gonna force her to like eat it like a dog?
He just went so crazy and it was just so out of nowhere. But yeah, they did remind me of AI because one of them had like a bunch of fingers. Yeah. And it reminded me exactly of like the AI stuff from a couple years ago.
I thought that he would earn a lot of respect from me if he were to come out and say that that's where that came from, because that's genuinely exactly what like AI is. Because if you deep fry something through AI and make it repeat the image, it's gonna like distort it like that.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Also, that dude in the wheelchair with the lamp, he looked like Charlie Kirk in a few shots. Which is funny.
I thought
main dude in Obsession looked like Charlie Kirk.
Maybe it's the same guy.
Dude,
maybe it's all three the same guy.
It's the year.
True. He's alive.
He's
in the background.
Yeah. I won't be playing the Backrooms games because I don't like horror. Next movie we watch will not be a horror movie. Well,
I was playing a Backrooms game today.
Really? Was it good?
And it was fun.
I've heard it's bad.
Yeah, is it free?
There's a ton. There's a ton of them.
How much is it?
I was playing Escape the Backrooms. I don't know how much it is.
Because I genuinely because my favorite parts of the movie were just the trippy stuff going through the back rooms, and I loved the POV of it. So honestly, I would probably enjoy that game. Plus, it'd be funny to tell Jake I'm playing a game that's not one of the main three, because it's my excuse whenever he asks to play Subnautica 2. He will not.
Victory.
Jake continues to ask me also to play Subnautica 2, and I've told him I'm not playing Subnautica. Like that's stupid. Why would I play that game? Like why with someone with thalassophobia would I play a thalassophobia game? That is that is so dumb. And he's like, bro, all you play is Fortnite. And I'm like, I'm not gonna play. That's not gonna be the next game I play. Like,
it's gonna be Expedition 33.
Talking about. No, it's not gonna be that either.
But Charlie Cox.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. Yeah, that's true.
And Andy Serkis. Come on.
He's a goat, but he low key does anything.
And he picked a great thing to do.
That's true. He's really good. I'm excited for the Lord of the Rings movie, but I feel like it might make like no sense timeline wise. It's gonna be weird.
Did we even know the Backrooms movie was coming out? When did they announce that it was coming out?
We knew it was coming out like probably a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
I remember a behind the scenes photo. Also, Sean Levy produces, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Rare W, I guess. But I remember a behind the scenes video where they were playing Headlock by Imogen Heap on set, and that got me really hyped. That's a good song. But yeah, I just like the trippy stuff. So I might try the video game if it's mostly that. Just going through the goofy shit. Do you have a lot of freedom? Can you just like explore and just go around forever, or what? Not
on the one that I play. I mean, the one that Pierce and I are playing right now is like it's pretty linear. But you see a lot of the levels that are talked about in the lore, and you explore a lot of different areas, but the areas themselves aren't very big.
A rare use of AI in something like this that I would like would be an AI generated Backrooms game where you can just go on forever, however much you want.
You just do procedural generation. You have to be artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
No, it has to be.
Minecraft doesn't use that. I wish there was a site that gave a good like actual list of movies coming out that I would care about.
Yeah.
Just like any movies that are
movies
that have
like.com.
Yeah. I guess just like any movie that has a budget of, well, no, I don't even care about budget because Obsession had a $7 million budget. Let's see the Backrooms box office opening.
It cleared Mando, by the way. So did Obsession again.
118 million? It made more than Obsession. That's
insane. It tripled. It's one of the 5. I'm pretty sure it cracked the top 5 highest grossing opening weekends. Which just gotta feel so good. Like imagine you're 20 and you get one of the top 5 highest grossing horror movies in your first film.
Literal.
That's
Obsession
crazy.
has not been passed by it. It's because like every single seat in our theater was filled.
They were all college kids. All of them were college kids.
80% of people that saw both of those movies were under 35.
Wow.
Dang.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense. They're both made by YouTubers.
Obsession is making more like it opened at 16 last weekend was 22, this weekend was 26. That's crazy. Mandalorian got 25 this weekend.
2 of the best horror movies are like my highest rated and my like 5th highest rated horror movies are both directed by YouTubers. And Backrooms is also fine.
Good. Talk to Me is oh my gosh, I love Talk to Me.
Talk to Me is on number 1. Yeah.
It's great.
It's really good.
I'm so hyped for prime time though.
Prime time looks so gas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
talk about prime time. Holy.
Yeah, it took Clayface's release date because Clayface delayed a little bit.
Frick.
By like a
month.
Wait,
when is it?
Well, it delayed to like spooky season. It's in like October now instead of early September.
Well, I don't think I've seen a trailer and immediately been like last time I can think of whenever I was like, bro, that's gonna be insane. I think it was whenever I saw that Nosferatu was gonna be directed by Robert Eggers. I think that's the last time I was that hype about a movie that isn't like
who's directing.
Well, I don't really get hype about superhero movies as much because I know they're coming. Who's directing what?
Primetime.
I don't know. Question. But Robert Pattinson, like the fact that Chris Hansen is getting a biopic is so awesome.
It's incredible.
He's got aura too.
That's great. Robert Pattinson has insane motion this year.
His range is crazy. His range is insane.
Yeah.
Like 4 elite potential movies that are coming out. It's directed by Lance Oppenheim, who has not directed anything that we've seen.
Yeah, just random
He
stuff.
directed Sperm World though.
Let's go. Let's go.
You've seen that.
Yeah, Robert Pattinson is going crazy this year. The drama, the Odyssey, that movie, and what's the other thing he's in? Dune and Dune.
Yeah,
and he's gonna be he's filming Batman, so there's gonna be behind the scenes of that. They might do some promo. Huge Robert Pattinson year.
Yeah,
or banger.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's
he doesn't
insane
get a
to me
single
that
Oscar nom for any of them. I'm going to be pissed because he already has no Oscar noms, and he should.
Can he get nommed for both or for more than one?
I don't,
because they nominate the person, right? Not the
yeah.
role.
Yeah, I don't
think
they
changed that recently. I thought you could get nominated for multiple Johns now, but I might be making that up for some reason.
I would love to see. I don't think he'd get. I don't know if he'll get nominated for the drama.
It'd be prime time.
Prime time.
They're not going to nominate him just as a side character in the Odyssey or Dune, unless I really hope Dune.
Unless he's really good in Odyssey.
Dune, yeah, but I don't think he's going to be like as big a character as some other ones. If Dune 3 doesn't get the Lord of the Rings Return of the King treatment, I'm going to be so pissed because that franchise deserves so many awards.
Yeah.
It's so annoying how Dune 2 got like nothing.
I mean, unfortunately though, it's being released in 2026, and that's
yes, I was right. They did just change it. You can get nominated for multiple performances in the same year.
They changed it for him. No, I think they
who'd they change it for, you think?
Wasn't Sebastian Stan? Wasn't there something with that? I thought he maybe.
What does Sebastian Stan do besides The Apprentice?
I don't know, but I feel like it may have been him. I think I also want the Batman 2 to get crazy Oscar noms. Like I want Sebastian Stan supporting actor before they filmed it. I'm hyping that up, but still,
yeah.
It could be because it's not like they didn't nominate The Dark Knight for everything. It's not like they're afraid to nominate Batman movies when they're good. Even though they didn't do it for the Batman when it's better than The Dark Knight. But whatever.
What are you going to do?
Killed the Academy? Because they don't know.
The Apprentice is the 15th highest listed thing whenever you look at Sebastian Stan's list. And his number 1 is Black Swan.
That's his number 1?
What?
Over every Marvel movie?
Yeah, and he's also the 10th listed cast, like 10th
is it
on
by
the
rating?
Cast list. This is sorting by popularity, and I'm pretty sure that includes I'm pretty sure that it's supposed to factor in his role in that movie.
But Avengers Infinity War has an additional 1.5 million members, both in.
Yeah, there's no way that Infinity War is less popular than Black Swan, but he's also more prominent in Infinity War than he is in Black Swan.
I wish they could read
like all of these.
Tanya's so low. Sebastian Stan wasn't an Ant-Man. He was an Ant-Man.
I don't remember him an Ant-Man at all.
Wait,
he might have been in like this last scene with
I think the end credit scene was a scene from Civil War. Oh, it was the scene where Sam and Steve are interrogating Bucky, which is weird because that happens like midway through the movie after they break him out of prison. That's like an hour and a half. That's like crazy spoilers. It's weird. There's a Spider-Man reference in that.
Yeah,
very interesting. Anyway, yeah, Backrooms. I just loved the fun scenes, and unfortunately the rest was incoherent, even though at the beginning it makes you think it's going to be kind of good.
Yeah.
Those are my thoughts. I'll probably see it again just because I really like the fun scenes. Dude, like so much. Like they're so good.
Even like in the studio intros, or I guess like the first thing you see after them, whenever they have the incandescent light buzzing in the background of like what's going on, I think that was such a good decision and a great way to start the movie. It's like before you even see anything, you just get the buzz of the lights. It's really important.
Yeah, I just like horror movies where I just like horror movies where you could have the conversation of like, if I were the character, I would have done that. Like the whole time you're watching, you're just wanting him to do whatever because it's like a POV movie kind of, where it's just this one person going through this maze. Like whenever she went through the wind chimes, I was like, why did you not just grab 2 of those so you could have like some kind of weapon? Yeah, it pissed me off whenever she like broke her leg or whatever on the couches. Yeah, that made me so mad.
But also, who hasn't done that once in their life, jumping on some couches?
I've never done that. I never broke my leg on a couch.
I can't say I've broken a leg, but I've got my leg stuck between the cushion and the back. That like I have.
Like the one video of that girl at the park where she like snaps her leg over the.
Yes, dude, I hate that video.
Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Make sure to follow the Instagram and the TikTok, subscribe, and we're going to maybe we might make a video between now and next week would be Scary Movie. There's probably time to make a video at some point. So I probably won't be in Scary Movie, but they'll talk about it. So yeah. Thanks for watching.
So yeah.